Hi friends, this is Lokesh. Welcome to Testing Today's Point, and today we are going to discussing about a very basic concept of the OOPS concept. In this video, I'm going to tell you for the a basic introduction for the OOPS concept. What are the concepts are presented, and what is that? What is what? And just a simple explanation. And later videos, I'll explain you the clearly and complete section for that particular concept. Here, the object-oriented programming system is a programming paradigm and based on the concept of the object and it contain the data and methods. Means one class having the data and methods is presented in that place. Primarily, the object-oriented programming is they are purposely to create for the increase in the flexibility and maintenance the programming purpose they created for the object-oriented programming language. Object-oriented programming brings together data and it is the methods in a single location. Means to make it is easy to understand how the program works. An object we creating and based upon the object we are going to accessing for the data and methods and easy way. Here is the concepts like class, object, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism are presented. A class is a blueprint of the to consider a blueprint using which you can create as many as objects as you like. For example, here we have the class website that has two data members, also like fields, instant variables, and object states. This is just a blueprint. It does not represent the any website. However, using this object creation of the particular class means if you're declaring the class, it is a blueprint. Means without creating an object, you cannot able to access inside other methods and variables. Until that, it is not creating any space into the JVM. Means in this virtual machine, it is not creating any object. Means any space also it is not creating. How many methods you are going to create? That many methods it is presented as a blueprint. Once you create the object in this bundle of the data behaving the object one, right? Once you creating the object, then you can able to access for that class objects and methods. Otherwise, until that, it is a blueprint. Object is basically bundle of the behavior and it is the two ways it is present in the object and state and behavior. The example like object is nothing but a house, entire house. Okay, a state is nothing but a address, color, area, and behavior is in a open door and closed door. Like that, like see, if you whenever you create the class, you're going to create a class as a house, and inside that you created for the variables address, color, and area, and behavior is means behavior nothing but methods you need to access for that data types and those things, right? And that using that you are going to creating for the method. Inside the method you are accepting. Once you create the class of the object, then you can able to access this all the fields. Until that, if you are not creating the object, you will not access this one. If you create this object, then you will access this one. This is called an object. Abstraction. Abstraction is a process where you show only relative and data and hiding the unnecessary details of the from the object from the users. See, basically abstraction is nothing but imagine there are some banking details are presented. You want to show only user detail for the particular member. You don't want to display for the everything. He just username and full name and last name and what is the mobile. That's all about you want to show, and that relative data you are going to showing for the user. Then you are hiding for the related all the information like password and those things you are going to hiding, right? This is called an abstraction. Encapsulation is it is nothing but big object state and the fields and methods together. Means abstract encapsulation is nothing but when you create the class, it is called an abstraction. Okay, sorry, encapsulation. When you create the class, that is called an encapsulation because it is having the state and behavior things of that. State and behavior means when you create the data and methods, that is called as an encapsulation. Inheritance is nothing but the process by which one class acquiring the properties and functionalities of the another class is called an inheritance. Means imagine there are two classes are presented, one is A, another one is B. You want to access the A class object into the B class, that is called as an inheritance. Means you are acquiring the entire class A object into the class B. Inheritance provides the ideally reusability of the code, and each subclasses define only these features that are unique to it. The rest of the features can be inherited from the parent class only. Means the reusability of the code. Why the inheritance is coming to the picture means you want to reuse the code in case somewhere you have the one method is presented, you want to utilize that one into another class, then you can able to use the inheritance and you can able to access for that and reuse that code and you can able to work for that. It is creating and remaining things, what all the things are present are remaining, right? You can able to access into the parent class only. Polymorphism is nothing but an object oriented feature that allows you us to perform a single action in a different ways. Polymorphism, one class is presented and that you can able to work a multiple ways, then it is called as a polymorphism. That's all about this basic introduction for the oops concept. If you like this video, please like my video and please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.